Hey, it's me. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. On this episode of the Paul Leslie Hour, we are in the presence of the legendary bluesman, Sam Lay. Mr. Lay is a drummer, vocalist, songwriter, and recording artist. He's been called the greatest drummer of all time. He's worked with some of the greatest artists in music, Muddy Waters, Little Walter, Bob Dylan, and he was the founding drummer for Howlin' Wolf and the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Sam Lay is an inductee of the Blues Hall of Fame, the Jazz Hall of Fame, and he is the subject of the documentary film Sam Lay in Bluesland.
Excuse me, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, too.
That's right, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well. It's a great honor to welcome you, Mr. Lay.
It's a great honor to be here.
It's a great pleasure.
At my age, it's a great honor to be anywhere. It's good to be anywhere.
Well, thank you for making time to join us. We're also joined by Sally Squitieri, who is his publicist. So welcome all.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad we're finally having this chance to meet. This is great.
Mr. Lay, I want to go back a little bit. I'm hoping you can tell us about your father playing at the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh man, that was years ago, but before my time. Yes, a little before my time. And he was the first black guy I ever know to play on the Grand Ole Opry. But he was some guy named some brother named Uncle Dave Macon or something. I don't know if you ever heard of it. But that's what I was told.
Now, were your parents encouraging of you pursuing music?
You know, I actually thought I was going to be another Jesse Owens. I was just good on speed, running track in school all my life. I run track. So you actually want to say I was once a track star in my own school.
Interesting.
That's where my mind was set.
There was something that was very interesting, I thought. There was a lot of very interesting things about this documentary, Sam Lay in Bluesland. I'm hoping you can tell the listeners about living with Little Walter.
Oh, wow. Could I plead the fifth? No, I'm just kidding. He liked to drink. So a lot of band leaders once was into that. And that's about it. Kind of wild. It's kind of wild. As Little Walter. He was a good cat, though. He was as good a person as he was a harmonica player. The greatest harmonica player. Yeah, like that. And I moved in with him. It's good he was here because I didn't have to pay no rent the whole time I lived with him. But he was a character. Just, I don't know, the average wild person had his young ways and stuff. And again, like I said, he did like to drink. There was 100,000 others out there like it was typical Little Walter though. And I say, I don't even know how long I lived with him. He only had a couple of rooms, and he gave me and my wife one of those. And the whole time we lived with him, he didn't make us pay rent. I didn't ask us for nothing, but I did. I played with the band for quite a while, and I don't know exactly how long. But it was a long time, more than a year. I know that. And typical wild young person who was good with what he was doing, and that is playing a harmonica and entertaining. Like I say, I did live with him. Matter of fact, my first kid was My first kid, we was with Walter when my first kid was born.
Oh, interesting. I'm learning something here too, Sam.
Something that you mentioned in the documentary is you said that Jerry Lee Lewis was one of your favorites. So I'm hoping you can tell us some of your... Still is. Yeah, he's still with us. Have you ever played with him?
Yeah, he's very sick, I understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Sick. I sure wish I had a way to communicate with him. Also, I always like to say wild piano. And I don't know what you call it, but it was a sound that I love it right to play. And there's a few others, but Jerry Lee is my favorite. He still is when it comes to, if it's got something to do with the piano, that's my boy.
Have you ever played with Jerry Lee?
No, I didn't actually play with him, but I went to see him at the House of Blues. And I stood right on top of his head almost because I was in the balcony. The first seat over the bandstand, they made sure they put me near Jerry Lee. So, I don't know. And I love his piano playing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's great.
Absolutely. A lot of the listeners out there, they might know your recordings, the early recordings with the Paul Butterfield Blues Band.
Oh, wow.
Did you feel like you had something special when you started working with those guys?
Well, we had something different. As far as I know, we was the first integrated, I can't say all music was blues. We was the first integrated blues band. And so I'm glad to say that I helped put that band together.
I'm a big fan of Bob Dylan. I'm hoping you can tell us about how you met Bob Dylan.
I met him in Newport. I was back in Newport, Rhode Island at the folk festival, the one in Newport. And somebody, during the daytime, I remember asked me to, would I mind recording? Somebody in the band asked me that. It might have been, I don't know, it might have been Butterfield asked me, would I play with them? I said, yeah, play with anybody. At the time, I was the only drummer out there that I know of. For the whole time I was at the festival, I didn't see no other drummer. And, well, that's where that started. That's how they come about. And they sitting behind the stage and say, hey, could I get you to play with my friend Bob Dylan? I said, who the hell is Bob Dylan? I'd never heard of him before at the time. and I told him, yeah, I played. Their drummer had quit, went back home, wherever his home was. I don't know what had happened. Yeah, but at the time, I was the only drummer out there, and I had to play that whole thing with everybody. And who, I don't know, old better, you name it, anybody's name you saw on that roster. And I recorded with a group called the Chambers Brothers, too. But I'm wondering, who the hell is Bob Dylan? What does it sound like? Well, he used it for acoustic. I said, yeah, let me see what we can do here. So they got me to play with Bob Dylan. I met him, I introduced myself to him, and he introduced himself to me. I almost asked him, who the hell are you? I don't even know. But anyway, that's how that came about. And when they saw me with Bob Dylan, everybody was there. They wanted a drummer. They got me to play with them. Some of the people, for example, after the show, they said everybody wanted to keep me on. Hey, man, could you play with us? So, I don't know, but I did do the thing with Bob Dylan. I recorded a song with him called Highway 61. I'm the drummer on Highway 61. Me and my little box whistle, I let him play while we were at rehearsal. And yeah, what is that? I blow a little siren, a little whistle siren. And he liked it because that's what we used on Highway 61. But I let him use my whistle. He was the one blowing that little, that little siren sound.
Oh, yeah.
I had a keychain with that little whistle on it. It looked like a police whistle. It was chrome. And he liked it. He put it up to his mouth and blew it over. Yeah, man. Could I keep this? I gave him that whistle. I never found another one since. I bought it at a music store somewhere. And I never seen another one since. Since the last I know, he still had that little whistle came off of my keychain. I did the drumming with them on Highway 61. I ended up from that playing with everybody at Newport.
Right.
And Peter, Paul, and Mary. You name them. I've been there once upon a time. I wish I could go back.
Who would you say that you've enjoyed performing with the most?
I was with the Wolf for 7 years straight. Because I played with other people during the time, but I came from Howland Most Band, with Hubert Sumlin and the people he had. And you name them. Just go down your list and pick out either one of them, because I've been with all of them. What happened there, every time I would get a job with one of them, another one of the artists, which they wasn't classed as artists then, but they was coming along. I've seen all them guys before, Grateful Dead, but you name them. They can tell you about me, and how we enjoyed working with each other. And we never had no problem. I don't know. I miss it so much. I really miss them guys. They've been the ones that I don't know where they are now. I miss them too. But I ended up somewhere down the line that every one of them you can name. I mean, big band. I don't know what I can tell you that hadn't already been said and already been did. I've been involved in everything. I have to say it, but I've never been involved in drugs. But I never drank or smoked a day in my life, and I still don't.
That's quite an accomplishment.
I don't know too much to tell you. Everything been seen, been said, or been told about me is already known. Every book you pick up, you got something in there about Sam Lay. I don't know. I just don't really know what to say. I'm lost for words. I've had such a great time with guys, and I miss them. I truly miss them. All of them.
Sally, what has it been like to get to know Sam Lay?
Well, Sam has an incredible youthful spirit to him. I first met Sam doing a 5-day tribute to Bob Dylan and Paul Butterfield. It was actually the connection between Dylan and Paul Butterfield. And that was at Victor Forbes' place in Long Island. So Sam and I had been communicating for quite a while because I was with Paul's son, and we were working on different projects. But at that point, I had not met him in person. It had been mostly communication. So our first visit, I felt like I had known him for years, but Sam has this very charming, endearing way about him that just leaves a lifelong memory with people, and certainly has with me. But, Sam, no matter what situation, he'll pull out humor and he'll find delight in something. And, I did the Southeast Limited Edition tour with Sam, and just to watch people and just see how they responded to Sam was amazing. It was really, really amazing, and has been. So over the years, we've known each other, and I got a call from Sam, and he really wanted to get back out again, and that's what we're making happening. We're kind of doing rebuilding his online profile and websites and getting him visible on the internet, which is a big part of the industry now. And we're in the process of negotiating with different festivals and venues. So there's been a lot of interest and a lot of excitement going on. Sam has about 14 original songs that he's been kind of sitting on. And so this year we're going to be working and getting those, music to his lyrics for him. And the journey is it's always an adventure with Sam. You never know. He's full of surprises, and you just never know.
They never knew I played guitar.
That's right.
And I didn't either till I did it. Just give me my bluegrass and my blues.
That's right. And then he surprised me with the element of, well, Sally, what I really want to do is I want to get out there and I want to do some country music. And I was like, wow, okay.
By all means.
So we're working on
it.
Wow.
I love my Johnny Cash style.
There you go. So like I said, he is always full of surprises.
Well, Mr. Lay, at the beginning of the interview, I was listing all of these honors that you've had. You've been inducted into all of these halls of fame. You have a movie that was made all about you. What has been the biggest honor that you've had in your life?
Oh, well, let me be honest and say all of them. Every one of them.
Yeah.
That's really all I can say. Everybody I came in contact with, they were great. And they still are in my book. In my history book, they all are still great. The living ones and the dead ones, they are great. Was great. And in my mind, they are still great. As far as country music, I'm a bluegrass man, too. Everybody knows that. I kind of got everybody surprised when I picked up and did my Johnny Cash interpretation. I kind of surprised everybody. But I love it, and I still do. I'm into bluegrass and country as well as blues and the 1950 rock and roll style. You name it. I've been there and had a dose of all of it. And I can still do it, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
It's so great I ain't what it used to be. With. Like that song said, that was many long years ago. But I'm still here.
That's right. And watching Sam on stage, I swear it's like the child comes right out of him, It's a delight watching. It really is.
Now, you were mentioning, Sam, these songs that you have written that and Sally was also talking about how you want to get those songs out there. I'm hoping you can tell us a little bit about your songwriting.
Just something everybody else doing it. I said I might as well join the fun. And I did. I got about 15. I hadn't tried to put the music to it. I don't know how to start to put music to it and know what to make out of some of them and knowing if the people would enjoy them or what. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that because I hadn't started on it yet. But I got the song mapped out, and the lyrics and things that I want to use. But I don't know exactly what to make out of it. I still give me my country music. I won't take my country music away from me. But I don't know. I need help with that because I'm not good at it. It's just that I've been around so many other people that did do it. It seemed like they got all of my ideas already, But it's extra stuff I didn't copy from nobody. But I don't know what kind of. I don't know. I don't know what kind of music to put with it. Somebody could give me some idea. A few things maybe have to be changed around. I would rather not, but if I have to, I will.
Well, you said you had a couple in there that you might be interested in leaning towards country also. That might be good for the country music. So.
Oh yeah, well, I would love that.
Yeah. Well, we have some musicians that we're putting together that'll be able to help with this and are excited. So we're going to keep that a surprise for a little bit, but they'll definitely be helping Sam coordinate all of this.
Now, Sam, you mentioned again and again that you like country music, and you said, I love my Johnny Cash.
Oh, I do. I play some of Johnny Cash. I play some of it. I met June Carter. We stayed in the same house together in Newport. You know how they fix the places up and get it.
Interesting.
Get the musicians their little quarters. I was with June Carter in the same house she stayed in.
Sam, would you sing us one line from your favorite Johnny Cash song?
Oh, I can almost tell you that, and that's Folsom Prison. I play that on guitar too when my hand is in all the strings. You know, I got a few years added on to them now. I can say that old green man what he used to be, but I do some of Johnny Cash stuff. I don't know. I'm like Jimmy Durante. I got a million of them.
Sing. You think you could sing a song from one of Johnny Cash's songs?
I'm gonna save it. let me save it.
Well, we tried on it.
Wait till I'm able to play guitar again, and I'm gonna do it again too.
That's great.
I am known. Drumming is my bag. It's true enough. But I can rumble through bluegrass things too, and sing it. You know,
nice.
I know quite a bit of stuff like that. I got enough for a whole show of just country music. You know what I'm saying? It was nothing. It was nothing that I've written myself. That's what I'm saying. I hope I can do something with a couple of them and let you know my intention is country when I do it. I've been around people and watched them and saw how they do it. If they can get away, I should be able to get away with it. I'll give you an example. I played with it. I love them to death, and there's Lightning Hopper, John Lee Hooker. They sit there on the stage and perform, but they make up songs as they go. That seems to be kind of hard for me to do, but if they can do it, I should be able to do it too.
I have no doubt.
See the sun come up in there. They'll come up with something in their song about the sun coming up yesterday morning and anything. But I like to try to put stuff together. It makes sense. I don't mean just because it rhymes. That's a good part of it. You got words and things meaning something. You have to put what you mean in your experiences to a song. That's my opinion. And that's what I call myself doing. Try to make them meaningful and experience, the true experience. I don't exaggerate nothing. If you're singing about anything, it's something that I have experienced, including getting shot, all that stuff. Somehow or another, that'll come out in something sooner or later.
Now, Sam, didn't you also write some songs that are already out there?
Oh no! This stuff is not crap, if you want to call it crap. But it's an experience. I can tell you, it is an experience somewhat.
Okay. Did you was going back to Alabama? Was that one of yours?
That's mine.
Okay.
That is, matter of fact, we recorded that already. It's on the Seagull Soir album.
So
I was with Corky.
So that's with Alligator Records?
Yeah. I've been with Corky for 900 years, you know that.
It's been a real honor and a pleasure to talk to you both.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I'll admit sometimes I talk, I'll be like James Brown. I'll be talking loud, they ain't saying nothing. Talking loud, they ain't saying nothing. My life story might not seem interesting to you, man, but I can guarantee you it was interesting. I got some of the oldest film, too, you ever seen in your life that I shot with an 8mm camera. And this person out of New York, I think it's him. Anyway, they bought some of that stuff, and it's being shown.
Mm-hmm.
It's being shown. I won't tell you the rest of the story of it, but I kind of don't like the way. Well, nothing. I withdraw that. I won't tell you what I started to say. I know they got me because you can look, not only the documents, then that's them they show on the news that I shot with my camera. They got them, and they paid me for them, true enough. But they're still using that stuff, and there's been contracts bid on it, and I kind of don't like the way they did me about it, but that's okay. That's okay.
I always like to give whoever the guest is, I just let them take the stage. We just don't know who's listening. So, Sam, what would you say to anyone who's tuned in? Anything at all?
You know what? I had never given it a thought, but I'm glad you tuned in so you can at least see that Sam Lay is still alive. And I'm just like a Timex watch. Take a licking and keep on ticking.
Well spoken.
Exactly. Well put, Sam.
Take a licking and keep on ticking.
Excellent, excellent. I appreciate it, and I appreciate Sam having the opportunity to share some of his stories because it's so important. He's been through quite the musical journey, and it's nice to share his legacy.
I wonder what kept me alive for so many years. Cause, I've been shot, turned over the car, my van. I turned over my van 2 times. 2 times. I supposed to have been off of the I got shot over there in Pepper's Lounge trying to take up with James Cotton on the Labor Day. I've been through it.
So you're a cat with 9 lives.
I must have 20. Got hit in the van, turned over, made 2 revolutions, pulled through my wife out on the street. And
wow.
What was amazing about that, it threw her through the back window, and the window don't even, that window doesn't even let down. We don't know how she got out. She was thrown out the car.
And you're still here to tell the story.
Yeah. I can remember the exact date that happened. That happened during the time when I turned over. It happened during the time, the same day that O.J. Simpson, what was her name, his wife, Nicole, whatever her name. It happened during the same, I was in the hospital. A minister, he was going to church, hit the back of my van, going 70 miles an hour in a 40-mile zone. And he pushed me off. He got a ticket on it, the ticket was fly for not wearing a seatbelt. He didn't say nothing about it. I suffered a torn ligament, and I'm still wearing it on my left leg. But that was the same day. It was the same day that O.J. Simpson killing. It was the same day she was killed. So I come home from the hospital and cut the news on TV, and that's the first thing I seen. It hadn't happened that Sunday. And I had just come back from Hawaii. I think it happened the next day I got back from Honolulu. I played there for a week.
Right. Now, I wanted to note also, Sam, you are officially documented as the oldest living blues musician. Is that correct?
You know, a lot of people don't believe me. I live to get 200 years old. When I leave here, they'll have another war of blues on top of this one already. but for real, I am. As far as I know.
Yep.
As far as I know. I tell that story on the bandstand. Sometime I will sing a Lightning Hop song, and I tell the audience, and this song is by a friend of mine. No, I was with Lightning, too, for a while, too. I recorded with, I don't even know what songs I recorded. When it was like John Lee Hooker, all them old timers I've been there. I don't know. I could go in and I could tell stories from now and never run out of a town. Tell one, I think of another one I should have told when I didn't tell it. I've had a good life, a straight life, and I'm still straight. For me, my most fascinating thing out of here, even as of now, is, believe it or not, is people in general. I just love people. I don't know what it is about my love, but I do. I just love people.
People are so important.
Along with every, yeah. I'm just a people lover, I guess.
Well, Sam, it's been a pleasure to speak to you. Thank you for your music. Thank you for all you've done for the arts. It's a great pleasure to speak to you, and I'm honored that you would be a guest on this show.
Thank you very much. It was nice and kind of you all asked me. I appreciate it. My voice sounded a little because I'm full of cold. Sound like a bullfrog. That's what it is. It straightens up. When I hit this stage, it straightens up.
And I hear it snowing by you, isn't it, Sam?
No, it's snowing on me. It's snowing by me. It's landing. It's hitting the spot. It ain't much, but it's hitting the spot. It's dead on target.
Well, Paul, I want to thank you so much for having us. You were so patient in all the coordinating, and I can't thank you enough for that.
My pleasure.
Thank you. It's people like you all that kept me going all these years, and I hope to keep me going for a lot more, what I'm trying to say.
There you go.
A lot of times I talk so much now, when I get ready to die, I won't have a word to say. I won't have nothing else to talk about. But I don't know, I could tell you a story from now on, but it'll take a few years to tell my story. Every time I think about, I should have told them about such a thing. That's the way my mind operates. Like the Butterfield Blue Band song, I take it like I find it and leave it like it is. Again, the main thing I have enjoyed myself, and as long as I live, I will continue to enjoy myself being around people like you all that cares enough. I don't know how to explain myself. I get cornered off and trapped when I'm trying to tell somebody something, even on the radio or whatever it is. People ask me questions, and I can't think of nothing to say. I be like Jackie Gleason, humma. So, all I can do the humma like Jackie Gleason. I don't sound interested, but interested in what I'm trying to say. But you better believe Sam Lay had an interesting life around interesting people. And you can mention a song all the way back from the 20s. And if you can't, you sing one line of it, I can tell you what it is and who it is almost. I'm just that fascinated with music. On the radio and I hear something. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's such and such a thing about such and such a question. How do you remember all of that? I said, I couldn't tell you. I didn't do it. I don't know. I'm fascinated over music. But I have to say my brother loves country music. I can't deny that.
Well, folks, I've appreciated your time. Until next time.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
folks.
you so much.
Well, I hope to see y'all soon, somewhere. Wherever it is, it'll be okay with me as long as it's the right place.
All right, Paula, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much.
My
and
pleasure.
we will be in touch with you, okay?
Appreciate your kindness. I appreciate your kindness.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
Likewise. Bye.
All right.